It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1537, recorded Thursday, September 24th, 2015. An abundance of blahs. This episode of the Giz Wiz is sponsored by Audible.com. For a free audiobook of your choice, go to audiblepodcast.com/GizWiz. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have powerful selfies, more blah blah than you know what to do with, and how to secretly record your conversations. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! I hope you are prepared for the Giz Wiz. And here he is, the Giz Wiz himself, Dick DeBartolo. How are you doing,
Wait,
Dickie D?
is that now?
Right now!
Oh, right now.
Now
You
is the
know what?
Giz Wiz.
Wait, this is Giz Wiz history.
Oh.
We have started 3 minutes before the hour.
We
The first
started
time, I
3
think-
minutes early. People
It is
aren't
the
going to
first-
even be here in the chat room yet. Oh my God.
Well, how many people did come? Otherwise, if it's not more than 50, I'm not going to say another word.
There's 79, which I will round up to 80. How about that?
Okay,
that's Dan M just joined. 80 users.
80 people. I will talk for 80 people.
I know. This is Giz Wiz story, says Bleak.
It's So how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. This week has been packed, very packed. I had to do a big, long video at the start of the week. I'm going to TwitchCon tonight.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I had 2 extra videos on top of my normal workload, and I got my car fixed. I got my car glass replaced, and right now my car is getting washed. So this has been like one of those weeks where it's just like one thing right after another. And so yeah, it's been a busy week, and the weekend is going to be amazing too. TwitchCon is in San Francisco, so I'm going to drive up 6 hours tonight, arrive at 2 a.m., and then we start off right in the morning with a meeting with Microsoft at 9 a.m. So
Oh, great.
it's gonna just keep going. The train.
And how
is
long?
just
How many
going.
days will it last?
I'll be down in San Francisco until Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if anyone's in San Francisco, by the way, I'm having a meetup for the TwitchCon is for live streaming video games, and that'll be on Saturday at noon in the Yerba Buena Gardens, and you can find out more at omgchad.com/TwitchCon. That's all the information, and also where you RSVP.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
Well, you know what? I am sad to report the demise of a company that I love. And now, do you know about Quirky?
Yes! Is Quirky going out of business?
Quirky has declared bankruptcy.
No! Quirky!
So,
oh my God.
If you don't know about Quirky, they market quirky gadgets. Well, while I'm talking, can you find my favorite quirky gadget? And I bought 2 today, assuming that the warehouse is going to run out of them. My favorite gadget ever is Pivot Power. So if you could find that. So Quirky was a way you have an idea for a gadget or an invention. You would go to their website. You would register. It was some ridiculous low fee, like $10. And then thousands of people would vote on your gadget. So this kid came up with Pivot Power. It's a power strip that's bendable. And I use these all over the place. You could bend it so it went around the leg of a table. You could bend it so that every outlet could take a transformer plug. And even the plug that plugged in the wall was a flat-faced plug. So it didn't take up too much space. And the little button that you pushed to turn it on had a glowing ring around it. So you could just look under your desk or wherever. And if it was glowing, you know that everything in the power strip was getting power. And the kid, when I was down to Quirky a couple of years ago, she told me that the kid who invented that had made more than $100,000.
Wow.
I know. So there's, hopefully it's chapter 11, and I think chapter 11 is not the worst. So I guess they're hopefully. Oh, there's if you go to their website.
Yeah, chapter 11. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. So I went there today to look for Pivot Power, and then that came up, and I thought, no.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah.
That is
Anyway.
That's crazy. Yeah, Quirky made all sorts of products. They did kind of a good job of also creating a lot of what is it? Jelly or like soft products. I remember a lot of their products would be sort of around cable management or power or food.
Yes.
You know, they do all sorts of stuff around that. So,
yeah,
man.
They made robotic wheels so that you could, anything you had that you wanted to move across the room that weighed, I don't know what the weight limit was, 25 or 30 pounds. You would clip these wheels to it, and then it came with a remote control. Like I said, they were quirky things.
Right.
But I did love that company.
Yeah, man, that is some sad news. Gosh, it was always kind of a fun thing. It was like, if I do have a good idea, you could always go to Quirky, and work on it.
Especially if you didn't have lawyers and you had people vote on it, and then people could say, that's a great idea, but I think it should have handles or whatever. And then if that was incorporated into the design, that person got a little percentage of the final product. I loved it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're still here. We are not bankrupt.
We will still be quirky without Quirky.
We will be quirky for months to come, possibly years.
Possibly weeks. I mean, yes, years. That's what I meant to say. And with that, I guess let's jump into some gadgets.
Yeah, it's almost funny because the first product almost could be quirky. It's a power pack that does something unique, and so just run that video.
Perfect.
Dick DiBartolo, Maz Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. Little external battery chargers for your cell phone. I'm sure you have a dozen of them. I have reported on dozens of them, and I just don't report on them anymore unless they do something different. Like this one. The SoundLogic XT rechargeable selfie power bank.
A selfie power bank
button.
Oh my gosh.
Ta-da! So this is pretty neat. So it's 2600 milliamps, and it has a little built-in selfie button. And I was getting ready to go into the Bluetooth menu, and I looked at the instructions. Oh, by the way, it comes with a charging cable. This you should buy optional because you're going to need it. Here are the instructions. I mean, if you're 7 to 21,
video can't even capture
it. Be able to.
No, it can't.
If not, you're a dead man. Basically, you charge it up. There's a little red LED. When the red LED goes out, it's fully charged. There's no button to tell you the charge of the unit as you're using it. My guess is, and there's nothing in the instructions either. My guess is when the red light comes back on, it's time to recharge it. But it does work as a selfie shutter. But what you do is you download Sonic XT, the app, and then when you click on the app, this comes up. It opens your camera, but it opens their app. And when you press the side of, I'll put that there, okay? I'm pressing the side here.
Wow.
And you hear a little beat to get ready. Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, you can do it.
Okay. Or you can go into this. You can actually set it for countdown. So that's pretty nifty. And
It's doing a countdown, hard to see.
Oh yeah.
10
3,
seconds, your
2,
choice.
1.
And it'll fire the shutter. And there's flash on and off. What I did not find is, I was hoping I could use this to trigger the video on and off, but it is not on this app, and there's no instructions on the app at all whatsoever. All you can do is fire the shutter and click. Oh, it went into
Do countdown.
Countdown again. Now what I do, I'll just cancel the countdown, and when countdown is to off, I'm doing 10 seconds off. So now it's off, and it'll just fire the shutter when you press this button. So I think it's pretty clever, especially for the price. I found mine at Staples. It was on sale for $9.99. Groupon has it for $11.99. It comes in colors. Again, it's 2,600 milliamps. It charges it at I think at 1 volt. So this is not going to be for your iPad, but for your iPhone, it's really small. And 2,600 milliamps. That's good for one decent charge. There you go. Dick Bartolo, Mads, Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. I'm ready for my close-up now.
Wait for it.
Bye.
You know, this is perfect for someone who hasn't bought a battery or a selfie stick yet. If you already own them, might be difficult, but if you haven't yet, hey, there's a product.
And one iPads charge at 2.5 volts, right?
Right.
Okay. So this is only 1 volt.
It'll still charge, I believe. Sometimes it says that it's not, but it's doing like a really small.
Oh, okay. I think
charge.
it did say iPad on the box, but I thought an iPad's got to be more than 2,600 milliamps, right?
I don't know. 2,600.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like it should be.
I think it can charge it within 30 days. But if you're in a hurry, you might want to. So you know what? There was no. I went into Bluetooth. And I look in the booklet, and there's nothing about Bluetooth, but yet the shutter did work. And I couldn't figure out what was making the app work my camera until I was playing back the video, and every time I fired the shutter in the video, my camera in the room took another picture.
So, I saw the text. So
yes.
it's listening with the microphone.
It's listening with the microphone for an ultrasonic. It must be an ultrasonic sound that you don't hear, but the camera does. At first, I was freaking out. The video starts playing back, and I hear 2 clicks. The one on the video, and then I hear a click, and I look over, and while I'm looking over, I click it again in the video, and I see my camera on my desk take another picture.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Wait a minute. Spy gear. Put this in somebody's house, and then you could probably stand outside the door. I don't know how far an ultrasonic sound goes.
Yeah, me
but
neither.
You might be able to trip the shutter from it. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not even in the room, and you can take a photo.
You're not even in the room. But I guess you could do that with Bluetooth, too. But, I figured when I saw it in Staples for $10, I thought, how could you not buy this?
Yeah, yeah. And we found it. You found it online as well. I like their.
I found it on Groupon.
Yeah. Oh, on Groupon. That was.
Yeah, I can't find it on Amazon.
Wow.
Now, this company makes a ton of other stuff. And when I would type in selfie power pack, either their external battery packs would come up that did not have this feature, or their selfie sticks would come up that didn't have this particular feature. Let's see. So they make a bunch of. So either it's brand new,
or it hasn't been discovered yet.
Or it hasn't been discovered yet. We're the first.
There we go. Wow. Selfie power pack. It's the perfect, mesh of phone technologies, phone peripherals that you would ever need. And
Wow.
it's stylish too. That pink was quite amazing.
And small.
And small. And small.
Yeah, it is small. I don't know where mine is, but it's very compact.
Oh, Bleak, thanks for doing the research. He says the iPad 2 has a 7,300 milliamp hour battery.
Oh,
So,
my word.
yeah, so that wouldn't even charge it halfway.
Yeah. And my guest has ransacked my apartment looking for free mad stuff and accidentally found the little
Oh, perfect. There it
sound
is.
logic. Yeah, so that's the guy. And as I said, for $10, they do leave out some features. Like there's no button to tell you if there's any power in this left at all.
Right. Right. Wow, very interesting.
That's
Moving on.
Gadget 1.
Perfect.
Now, probably a couple of months ago, I did the excuse machine.
Yes.
Which was it made excuses that you
The
could play.
excuse box.
Excuse box. That's it. There.
Right.
And that brought many emails. Oh, just play one. So
Here's
the idea
one.
here, it's a full 1 minute sound effect.
Right. And then so I'd be on the phone. Hey, Dickie, how's it going? Unfortunately, oh, you're breaking up. Oh,
Chad?
you're breaking up.
I can't
The
hear.
police are here. The police are here. I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm in. Oh, that's my plane.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow.
I have
Wait
to
a minute.
run.
You're in an ambulance and now you're at the airport. How
Yeah.
did
No,
that
I was
happen?
getting a police escort to the airport.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Well, that was excuse box. So a lot of people emailed in with other ideas for sound effects machines. Unfortunately, they were cheap, so I bought them all. One is they're both from Amazon. One is I like the little sound machine. Now the sound machine is just a little sound effects thing for like. Do you guys think this is a good idea? Oh, it's not okay. Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it's the fans in the room.
Oh, yeah.
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 And I don't know. I think you could do this at a bar mitzvah. Oh, yeah. I know. It's a funny idea.
You were a
It's
funny guy.
So it is for so it's 16 little quickie sound effects, not like excuse machine.
Yeah, this is like a soundboard.
Yeah. And if you come up with a bad joke,
Oh, that one bombed.
bombing out. But it was $12.
Yeah, inexpensive. It's like a soundboard that like a radio DJ would have, seems like.
Yes, exactly. Is it still what's the price there? Is it still $11.99?
$12.25.
Okay. It keeps, as we
course.
know, Amazon, I think they changed their prices
Secondly.
hourly. So I was going to say secondly, yeah, but hourly, yeah. So it's a fun thing, and it's Amazon Prime, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Good
You got that
reviews.
right, Chad.
Yes.
You want to go for $50?
Yeah, let's double down. Double or nothing. Okay. my
What's
answer,
the most popular video game ever made?
Minecraft. Oh,
No, Chad, I'm sorry.
No, it's solitaire. That's true.
Now, the second thing someone suggested I thought was so stupid, and Dennis said, this is great for conference rooms, long-winded people. And over on Amazon, it got like 4.5 stars, and it is simply called the blah, blah button. So, Chad, tell us where you're going this weekend.
Well, this weekend I was going to head up to San Francisco, and that drive is really long. So I'm going to have to get in the car, and I'll make sure to have... oh.
So, who would have the nerve to do this in a conference?
What is that?
Anyway, he likes it.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. What I love is the description. For long-winded people, or this is good. Use it in tense situations. Okay, buddy, your
I'm
money
sorry.
or your life. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, sir, I got a gun here. Okay.
I'm sorry if I've called you into my office today to give you some horrible news.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that is $10.
Yeah, that was
and,
pretty inexpensive.
Yeah. And go up to the reviews.
Yeah, there's 125, and they're all really good.
125 people. Yes. 67
gosh.
people gave it 5 stars. And I say to those people, yeah.
Let's look at this rather long review right here. Blah, blah, blah. Golly, that is so funny.
Yeah. But it turns out there are dozens of buttons available.
Yeah, gosh.
And some of them you can't even say on a show.
No, you can't say out loud, let alone, yeah, wow, gosh. Yeah,
but I like the little sound machine because you got 16 sounds as opposed to...
It hasn't repeated one yet, it seems
No,
like.
it hasn't.
Oh, my gosh.
It does have a variety of blah.
Blah variety. When you need that blah variety. Oh, my gosh. So, I can't imagine the corporation that would allow that in the conference room. That just seems like you're just waiting for a lawsuit.
Maybe a twit if Leo was not in the room.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That is funny. That is very funny.
It's a funny idea, isn't it?
Yeah. Perfect. Well, I guess next gadget.
Next gadget is the magnetic flashlight, and you can see it on this video.
Dickie Bartolo, Man's Madness Writer, and the Giz Wiz one-take theater here at gizwiz.tv. Flashlight. Strange flashlight. I'll show you. Why is there a flashlight where the light comes out the side? It's almost brighter on the side than at the top. Why would they do that? Okay. Well, it turns out that there are screws that have fallen on the floor, actually a nut and a bolt. And I'm going to bend down and pick them up. But I don't have to bend down too far. Come back up here for a minute, please, cameraman. I don't have to bend down too far.
Oh, wow.
Because I can pick them up with my flashlight magnet. I can get both of them.
You can do it. You can do it.
We can do it. There we are.
So what's neat about that is when you pick up a lot of stuff, even if all the screws and nails you pick up cover the end of the flashlight, you still have light because a lot of light comes out the side.
It's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of clever. Okay. Now we'll put that down. The other end also is magnetic. I'm not quite sure. So if something is really close in, you don't even have to bother with the flashlight. You can use the magnet to pick up a fair amount of stuff, by the way. I don't know. Can we pick up the bolts, too? Can we pick up the bolt and nut and the keys? Oh, my word.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
But wait. There's more. Boy, what the heck is it? What the heck is that? All right, it's a mirror, and it's magnetic, and it goes on the flashlight.
What?
Like that. And I'm going to shut the lights for a minute, so don't go away. Actually, you got to follow me. We're going over here. We're shutting this. We're shutting that. We're turning on the light. And now I'm looking for, I want to redirect the light. So I'm looking for iPods. I found them. Where are the clocks? Oh, Boxo clocks. Where are the LED gadgets? Oh, there they are. Where's Bubba? There he is. So this is pretty neat. So you can use the mirror. I'll just show you on that box. You can use the mirror to redirect.
So this is like for totally inaccessible where you can't get the flashlight in.
Now,
Yeah, or to easily
on Amazon,
shoot
it's
the flashlight under a
usual
table
thing.
while
I
still
saw it
standing.
last week for about $10. Now I'm finding it for $21. But I found the flashlight alone without the mirror for $7.99. Okay, it's Amazon Prime. Again, we know that TV looks terrible when you shoot it with a video
Or
camera.
computer monitor.
There'll be a link to this at gizwiz.biz. This is the one I have. It's from IIT, but a lot of companies brand it under their own name. So this is the full version. The flashlight with the mirror, and I paid about $10 for it. But so I think it's a pretty neat idea. Dick DiBartolo, Mad's Maddest Writer, and the Giz Wiz, One Take Theater here at gizwiz.tv. Oh, I forgot about that plate in my head. Bye.
That's neat, and I like that you can add attachments to it just because it's, you know, just with the magnetic part
Yes,
built in.
Yeah, the mirror has a little magnet, and the head of the
Seems like you could
flashlight
use
has a
so much
magnet.
with that.
The one thing that I only found out from the reviews is that it uses, what are they, AG13 batteries?
Oh gosh, what is that?
They're little button, but you know, doesn't it look like it would take 2 AA's or
Yeah.
2 AAA's?
Yeah, it looks like you just throw some double A's in there.
Exactly. And actually, one package does say it. Or maybe it doesn't. I guess it was in the review. So it's a weird battery, so it's not going to be as convenient. On the other hand, LED bulbs don't take that much power.
Right.
And so the one you're looking at is just $8, right?
Right, that one's $8.
Yeah, it has the bendable head.
Right, and the extender arm with
The
the magnet
extender
on
arm,
the back.
the magnet on the back. It doesn't have.
Or on the front.
Yeah, the light doesn't shoot out the side like this one does, which I don't think is critical. And it doesn't have the mirror, but it's like 1/3 the price.
Right. Yeah. $7.99 versus the $21.48.
Yes.
$7.47.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and one of them, do I have this on my website? Let me just see. If you can go to my website, there's one that has it for $9.99, and it comes with a free set, a second set of batteries, which is good because I think those AG13 batteries are on the expensive side. I think in one of the reviews, someone said they paid $10 for 4 extra batteries.
Yeah, this one has extra batteries. That was the
there you go.
$8.
$8. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now
that's
we're
nice.
talking. Yep.
Gosh, yeah, those batteries. I have not seen those type of batteries.
Yeah. Does that one say the number of the batteries? Right. I love descriptions. One of them says batteries not needed.
What?
Or batteries, no.
Batteries?
No.
No need for batteries.
No need for batteries.
You don't need them.
Yeah. It's like the Brooklyn. Have you ever seen the ad for the Brooklyn Lantern?
No.
It's one of those nighttime infomercials, and it says, "A storm strikes. The lights go out. You go to the drawer, and every flashlight you have is dead. That'll never happen with the Brooklyn Lantern because it lights for 100,000 hours." Now, they never mention.
That's not the
Exactly.
That's not the batteries. The bulbs do.
The bulbs will light for 100,000 hours.
Yeah.
Never. It sounds like, wow.
Yeah, it seems like, geez, this is the last flashlight I'll ever need to buy. This is the type of battery, the LR44 is what it said. So.
Oh, okay.
Very tiny batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Yeah.
I wonder why.
Oh, look at it. Also, notice that it says AG13 on one of them, so they must be the same battery. Interchangeable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Who, what engineer thinks, we'll put these batteries in this instead of 1 AAA? It requires 4.
I don't know.
It's so inconvenient. So incredibly inconvenient.
Only because I know. I was going to say AA batteries would fit so easily in there.
Yeah.
But then you forget you have almost 2 feet of.
You're right.
That's
have
what
the
it is.
extender in
You
there.
have 2 feet of extension.
Oh gosh, you're right.
So the battery compartment is in the head of the flashlight.
Right.
There you go.
Okay. That does. Hey, at least that makes a little bit more sense.
More sense.
Yeah. Than than what I was originally thinking. Yeah, that makes more sense. So we've come to the part in our episode where we thank our sponsor, and we have a fantastic sponsor. That is Audible.com. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks with over 180,000 downloadable titles across all sorts of genres. Fiction, nonfiction, periodicals. They even have some of the Great Courses series and also a few magazines. I mean, I just absolutely love Audible. I use them every day. I use the app. Especially with this long drive coming up all the way to San Francisco. I'll be in the car for 6 hours. You better believe that I will be using Audible on my phone. They are, it just makes the entire listening experience to audiobooks so much better, and only Audible has all of the features you need to listen to audiobooks. It'll remember your spot. You can easily browse through all of them. You can download them over Wi-Fi or your network if your service provider will allow you to. I'm currently listening to On Intelligence, and this is a book about human intelligence and the way the brain creates intelligence. You know that your brain works super hard to do amazing things, but how does that actually happen? What are the algorithms that your brain is doing? What is the structure? I've learned through this book that there's 3 different cortical layers to the brain, or 6 different cortical layers to the brain, and each one is part of a process. If you see something, and I know what I'm looking at as a lens, how does your brain come to that conclusion? It is fantastic. It goes into artificial intelligence and how we learn and how our brain recalls memories. It is fantastic, and it's available on audible.com. If you want to try out this book for free, the Giz Wiz has you covered. Go to audiblepodcast.com/GizWiz, and you'll get a free book. You'll be signing up for a plan where you get 1 credit a month. That is the plan I'm under, and I love it because every single month a new credit comes in. Almost all the books on Audible are just a single credit. I don't have to worry about the price. Sometimes they're more expensive than what I pay monthly, so I know that I'm getting a great deal. And then once I own that book, I own it forever. It never goes away. It's always in my library, even if I don't pay for the monthly subscription. That is still there. It's still my book. I adore Audible. So go to audiblepodcast.com/GizWiz and try it out today. You will be very happy that you did. And thanks so much, Audible, for your support of the Giz Wiz. Thanks, Audible.
Yeah, that's excellent. I just renewed my subscription this past week.
Yeah. I've been a member for I think 3 years now. 3 or 4 years.
Oh, it's great. I think even longer. But the problem is there's 15 steps between where I live and where I work.
Yes.
So I am on page 87 of my first book.
You need a bigger commute to.
I need a bigger commute.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes it feels kind of silly. Sometimes I'll just I'll put on an audiobook and just sit in a chair. And just sit there and listen.
Wow.
It feels a little weird, but it's just like any other entertainment. You just sit there.
No, that's like one tasking. It's not like multitasking.
No. Very fun, though.
Anyway, now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the unbelievable Chad's Crappy Corner.
I'm teleported.
Chad, yes, Chad's teleporting Crappy Corner.
Oh, I'm back.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I just went to Petaluma and now I'm back.
Petaluma Market.
Yep. Yeah, and they are they still have that same chicken marsala. They always had that on Thursdays.
Oh, good.
So this is the last gadget for Spy Month. The Spy Month
coming
was
to an
a ton
end.
of fun. And so I wanted to do another secret recorder because everyone loves those.
Ooh.
And so I'm really excited to show that off. This one was inexpensive. It is the E-Tech City USB key. And it comes just like this inside of a little box. And you have the USB key. And then you also have instructions. And I have to give them props. A lot of times these instructions are super crummy, but these instructions are actually some of the best instructions I've had for one of these spy gadgets. Normally it seems like they've been translated a few times from a different language back into English and then into a different language and then back over. So this is the key itself, and you can tell just by looking at it that it's supposed to look like a USB key.
That's a USB key.
Right. This looks like the most generic USB key you've ever seen. It has Tech City on it. Down here is just some serial numbers. Sorry, it's not focusing. On the other side, you have USB disc recorder, it says. All right, there we go, disc recorder.
Oh.
Now, it does have very slightly, you can see mic and on-off. And it also has an 8 gigabyte little thing right here. You unplug it, it's just a USB. You can actually put it into your computer, and it works exactly like a USB key. I'm actually going to go ahead and do that now. Let me see. Do I have a free slot? Doesn't look like I do. I might have to lose my keyboard here in order to plug this in. And so we'll go ahead and plug that in. Hopefully that wasn't my mouse, because if it was, we're gonna have some issues. No,
we'll know in a minute.
It was not my mouse. And so once you plug it in, it comes in just as a normal removable disc, and so you can see that right there. I've already recorded on it, and so we'll go ahead and play that recording right now and listen to what it sounds like.
Oh, so it plays it back through your computer.
Right. So when it records it onto the USB key. So now you just plug in the USB key and access the files. You can also store whatever files you wanted onto it. So it's kind of nice. You can just see, you don't need any extra software to pull the recordings off of the drive. It just records them onto the drive itself. So here's a little test that I did. Test of the USB voice recorder. Right now it's just a few feet from my mouth. I'm going to set it down and then walk to the other side of the room. I'm going to continue talking in like a normal voice that I would talk to. A little bit quieter now. I talked to someone. I was going to chat with them. So I'm on the other side of my living room talking. About 20 feet away. Sort of background noise.
Nice.
Doesn't hear me at all. I'm going to turn away from the mic, talk towards the wall. So this is probably the worst situation we could possibly put it in. Big conference room with maybe a short discussion. Okay, well that is a test of the microphone walking back towards it. So I would say
we will hear.
I would say that is pretty good when it comes to audio quality of the microphone. It's not all that bad when it comes to quality. So let me show you how it works and how you would actually start a recording. You put it into the computer and you charge it, and there's an LED that'll tell you how long it has been charged. You actually don't have to, in fact it says in the instructions, make sure it's unplugged when you start to record with it. So you would take it out and use it off of a computer. You don't have to have this plugged in. Then there's an on-off switch right at the top, and you switch that to on. Ooh. And then
I see it. Right,
you'll see the red light, and then that'll turn blue. And once it's blue, now we are recording. And so this is recording our conversation right now. The one thing that I found is that if you touch it a lot, it will cause a lot of sort of noise in the recording. So if you just set it down and just let it sit there, sorry, wrong shot. If you just let it sit there, then you're all good to go, and you won't hear a lot of that feedback. So let's pick it back up. We're, just to turn off the recording, you slide that to off. So let's go ahead and slide it off. Whoop. And you'll see it just bleeped red really quickly, and then you're done. And let's go ahead and listen to that and see exactly what it recorded. So we'll plug that in. And
Chad, what's the ultimate recording time? Do you know?
You know, that is a good question. It said that its battery lasts about 15 hours. That small amount of time just then was 433 kilobytes. I'd almost suspect with 8 gigabytes of storage, you could get the full time of the battery, about 15 hours worth of recording, is my guess. That's just estimation.
But you know,
Sorry?
I was going to say, if someone's going to talk that long for 15 hours...
That's what you need. That's what you need. So here, let's listen to that recording. In our conversation right now, the one thing that I found is that if you touch it a lot, it will cause a lot of sort of noise in the recording. So if you just set it down and just let it sit there, sorry, wrong shot. If you just let it sit there, then you're all good to go, and you won't hear a lot of that feedback. So I gotta say, this gadget kind of had me impressed.
Pretty good.
I'm impressed by the gadget. It has also on the USB key when you get it a setup disk time application that you run once, and then that will make sure that the time on the recording is correct. So you could see this first one that I recorded, I hadn't run that yet, and so it's thought that I recorded it in 2014, if you see the date modified. This one is the correct date and time of the recording after I ran that program, so that you can get the date and time correct in your recordings. So let me go ahead and eject that, because I do need my keyboard back in order to do the rest of the show. But also the cool thing is the price. This is fairly inexpensive, and hey, it's an 8 gigabyte drive. You know, at the end of the day, you still have an 8 gigabyte drive. It was $16.98 for
and look at Eric Duckman. Eric Duckman says, according to the manual, the recording capacity is approximately 17 hours per gigabyte.
Oh, geez.
And then it says 8 gigabytes equals 140 hours. And all I can say is that's a lot. That's a lot of recording.
That's a ton of recording. That's ridiculous. It records it in wave, 128 kilobits per second.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Recording bit rate. I have been very impressed with it. You know, it shows people using it right here just to record. You know, say in the classroom. You could record in the conference room. I know this is a spy month, but I feel like this has practical purposes past the nefariousness of spying on people. I'm really impressed with the quality, and
it's very good.
I think
it's very good.
I think it's quite good. 15 hours battery life. You don't have to worry about that. You can go to class all day long, record everything, have plenty of battery.
It wouldn't surprise me if the NSA used that very device, and that if they paid $150,000 per unit.
Yeah, they probably did.
Wouldn't that be about right?
That would be about right. That would be.
Is this for you, Sonny? Then it's okay. $14.
Yep. Okay, Uncle Sam wants it. Okay, how about a $130,000% increase, or 130,000% increase? Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, I was really impressed with the eTech City 8 gigabyte USB voice recorder, which is available on Amazon, and it's Amazon Prime. So really, really, really impressed with it. And with that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, He takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
And our gadget letter is, it's very funny. This is the first time this has ever happened in 1,537 episodes where the gadget warehouse gadget from a viewer is another magnetic flashlight.
Oh, no way!
Yeah, no, and it works in a totally different way. That's very interesting. I'll just read the little note. Hi guys, a video of a flashlight with a cool feature, and it was sent in by Chuck Anderson. And so let's watch Chuck's video here.
And it takes him a tiny amount of time to step in front of the
yes,
camera.
he sets his camera up, and then
there he is.
Hi, Dick and Chad. A couple of months ago, somebody had sent in a video about a flashlight. I don't even recall what the features were on it, but it reminded me of a flashlight somebody gave me a couple of years ago. The brand name on it is Maxcraft. I've seen it on Amazon under some other brand names, but I do a lot of work on my own cars. So, working in the engine compartment, you inevitably are dropping a nut or a screw down, and it'll always end up somewhere where you can't reach it and maybe not even see it. Now, in addition to being a LED flashlight that's very bright, you pull the head out a little bit and extend it with a magnet on the tip, where you can use this to not only see what you're trying to find, but grab it with the magnet. It has come in handy for me a couple times, dropping those very things into an engine compartment. So that's my item. Thanks guys, and keep up the good work.
Now, it's totally different. The magnet, the flashlight stays the same, and the magnet actually comes out of the middle of the flashlight.
And it had that cool little, like you were getting it ready. It was like a gun, cocking or something. It was really neat.
And then Chuck sent me an email today saying he found it again on Amazon for $11. And I think I put the link in my on my website there. If you want to just bring that, there it is.
$10. Does that use double A's?
Oh, that's very interesting.
No, it uses the same. It uses 4 LR44 button.
Oh, is that a riot?
Included.
Now, what is their? Oh, well, I guess their excuse is they also have.
Yeah, same thing.
To store the extension in.
That is neat.
Yeah, and it also looks like the end of his also has a little gooseneck on it, so you can bend it around.
That is both very cool gadgets.
Yeah.
Man.
So if you are in the habit of losing ferrous metal things under things, we have 2 solutions for you to see them and then retrieve them.
That is so funny that they are that same type of gadget.
That was a riot. It was a riot when I was watching his video. So Chuck, you will get, assuming you live in the U.S. or Canada, you will get a copy of Mad Magazine. You'll get one of those 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman photos, both autographed to you, Chuck. And we need more videos, okay? And they can be short, like Chuck's was just like a minute and 20 seconds or something. Pretty much anything. A gadget you love, a gadget you invented, a gadget you hate.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And our favorite is a gadget you have sitting around, you don't use it, but for some reason you can't throw it out. That just people just respond to that kind of thing because they go, "Oh, I have that in the attic. I have that upstairs." So make a video, put it on YouTube, and you can put it on YouTube as unlisted.
Right.
If you don't want other people to. Yeah. So just put
Which
it
is
on
silly
YouTube.
if you don't want other people to watch it, because you are sending it to us to show
Yes,
people. But
that's true. That's true. That's true. So put it on YouTube and send the link to mail@gizwiz.tv, and send it soon because
Yeah.
we're just about out of videos.
yeah,
And
it's not
speaking
like
of
we were
YouTube-
sitting on that lights, the flashlight with a magnet video
No,
for a long
that came
time.
that came like 3 days ago.
Exactly.
And I was putting the show together, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I have 2 flashlights." And I wrote back to Chuck, and I said, "I have this flashlight I'm doing on the show. Is yours different?" And he wrote back and said, "Yeah, mine. The magnet is in the very center of the." So I said, "Oh, this is great."
Perfect.
All right, listen. Since we're talking about YouTube, I have a question for you, Chad,
Yeah.
Mr. YouTube. If I have a video, or if anybody has a video on YouTube and later on wants to add some captions to it, can that be done?
You can't do it quite in the video. They don't have a way for you to edit a video that is on YouTube and for you to keep the views and the comments and everything, right? You'd have to make a brand new video in order to do that. But they do have a service called annotations. And annotations are sort of like a plug-in on top. It's like another layer on top. And that you can add text and word bubbles, and you can even pause the video, so that like you'll stop talking and you can show the text. And so it uses the YouTube player. Now, annotations can be turned off by the user, and some people do because some people just go crazy with annotations and cover up stuff, and they're almost like video pop-ups in a way.
Oh, okay.
But most
so
people have
isn't
them
it like
have them on.
it's almost like a caption? An annotation is. Isn't it like a caption then?
Yeah, it's very similar. If you wanted to do something like closed captions, they also have that built in as well. Or not built in, but you can add them as well.
No, I made a video. I uploaded it. I only have like 110 views or something. But I realized that I wanted to put 2 other facts in it.
Yeah.
So I could use annotations to do that.
Yeah. So let me see if I can show that off real fast. If you're here on your videos page, and let's say this is the Giz Wiz all keyed up. You click edit, and then at the top you'll have annotations as one of the tabs.
Yeah.
You click that. You find the segment of the video. It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mads. Go ahead and mute that. You'll find the segment by either scrolling through. You can also use this scroll down here, which will allow you to zoom in a little bit more. So if you want to have more detail, once you've found exactly where you'd like to start your annotation, you click right here, add annotation, and you can choose between different ones. So you'll probably want a note because it gives you a nice background to it.
Yeah.
So you can say, this is wrong, or whatever.
This is great.
Yeah, you can choose the size. You can make it really big. You could choose, the text color, black or white. The background, right now it's set to no fill, but you could change that to, like, say, red, so it's pretty obvious.
Wow.
You can also choose an end time, and you also get a preview of it down here. So let's zoom out just a bit, and so you could even drag.
Can you say like 10 seconds, or do you actually have to make an in time and an out time?
You can, you could either do an in time or an out time, or let's say you know exactly where in the video you want it to end, so you could drag it to there. I'd like it to end there. Then you can drag the end of it over to that point. So you don't have to fiddle with all this. You could even make it a link. They do have a whitelist. Not everything can link. There's only a few websites that you could link to. So you could link to like they have to be whitelisted. So Facebook or Twitter or another YouTube video or something like that. But you could add a link if you wanted to maybe, Amazon is one. So you could link to the product as well if you wanted. But I'm going to trash this note. Once you're done, you hit apply changes and hit save, and then it publishes it. So that's
great. And it saves the counts and all that stuff.
Yes, and that's not not making a new video.
Great.
That's doing a whole that's just doing a layer on top. And
wow. You are more than just a pretty face, young man.
I try really hard. Yeah.
No, that's great.
Yeah. That's
great.
That's how you do annotations on YouTube. And with
Excellent.
that, let's
Excellent.
jump into the letter.
Here come your letters, your lovely letters. Here come your letters, your lovely Giz Wiz letters. Your Giz Wiz letters now.
Ooh. Yeah.
And our letter is from a PR agency. And the reason I'm reading it is you and I talked a long time ago about there are trade shows for things you never dreamed would have a trade show.
Ever dreamed about.
Yeah, right. You
It's
know,
a
like when
peanut butter sandwich trade show. You're like,
Yes. When I thought I wanted to do a show at college, it turns out there is an enormous convention
NACA.
of yes, Mackie, you even know the name.
I do, because when we worked with Brian Brushwood, we went to the that NACA stands for National Association of Campus Activities. Humongous trade show. They do 4 a year with one national. It's humongous.
Yeah, I'm thinking, oh boy, kids would love to know backstage at Mad Magazine. I go there, and musicians and dancers and mind readers and
and
anyway,
magicians like Brian Brushwood.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So I don't know if you know about this convention. I would like to go to this convention, but I'm tired of Vegas. It's from David Syot, and the subject is a segment idea: the world's largest infomercial convention.
What? There's an infomercial convention.
And then he's very funny because he says, act now for the chance to amaze your viewers. Give them an unalterated tour of the spectacular industry that invented such life-changing products as the Snuggie, the Shake Weight, the pajama jeans, the pocket hose, and much, much more. Also,
please tell me he ended that email with act now, and you not only get one ticket but a second ticket free.
No, he should have. He said if you need free passes, but he should have. And then, but wait, there's more. I'm adding that. But wait, there's more. You can go to the Invent Help Inventor Showcase.
Oh, wow.
To meet young inventors with products that include my back pad, a special toilet seat that lets you rest your back during the most difficult business transactions.
Difficult.
The Circle the Sun 360.
Okay.
If you ever tried tanning at the beach only to have to keep repositioning your chair, the problem is solved with this new unique chair that swivels to meet the sun. And the holding cell. If you have neck pain from staring at your smartphone in
I thought that was going to
bed.
say, if you have annoying children.
It sounds like that, doesn't it? It's a hanger for your phone to wear it in comfort.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And then there's the best-selling products pavilion.
What time is this convention?
It's in October. I think October 4th to the 6th, back in Vegas.
Gosh.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so tired of Vegas, but I wish it was in New York. Remember the Shake Weight?
Yes. Oh
The
God.
weight with the
Snuggie? Yes.
Yes.
You have to. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I know.
Wow.
So I
You
thought
did. This is the convention forever. You know, there is one.
Yes.
Wow. Good find. Very good find.
The best. Yeah.
Man, oh man. Well, that about wraps up our show. We have to give a humongous thank you to our Patreon supporters and people who donate via PayPal. Thank you guys.
They are the reason we are here.
Yes, absolutely.
We pay everything ourselves. Our rent, our Wi-Fi, our cameras, our gadgets.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We're at 371 patrons at $770 per episode. That is such a help. We thank you so much for your generosity. Just absolutely amazing. You can find out lots of information about the Giz Wiz at gizwiz.tv. And also, if you want to donate via PayPal, if maybe a one-time donation, not a reoccurring donation, there's a link right underneath the big Patreon banner in the Patreon tab at our website. And our patrons are amazing. If you want to check out more about the Giz Wiz or watch us live, we're live every Thursday at 4:30 Pacific. That's about 7:30 Eastern Time. You can go
or
to...
today, 4:27.
Yes, I was a tiny bit early today. You can go to thegizwiz.tv and you'll see us live. This player pops up whenever we're live on Thursdays with a chat room that you can join and watch along with the show. You can also subscribe in HD, SD, and audio on iTunes or RSS, and on YouTube right here in this nice subscribe button. And then find all of our previous episodes right here. You just scroll right down. And gosh, we got so many for you, so just check them out. Also, don't forget to play What the Heck Is It at gizwiz.biz. There, you look at a gadget and try to figure out what the heck it is. And this week we have, let me just show it to you. It is clear, it has colors all over it. You click what the heck is it, and this. You
know, the Pope drove by Disneyland on his way to St. Patrick's, and he just said, "I don't know what it is."
That was it.
But at least he knows about the contest.
Yeah, that's nice.
That was good.
That's good. You know, I actually figured out what this is while you're saying that. I mean, this is a Pope mobile for peanuts. You put peanuts in it and keeps them safe.
That's very good.
You know, so
sounds good to me.
Yeah. There are 12 Mad magazines signed by Dick himself for correct answers, but double the Mad magazines, 24 for cute, silly, or hilarious answers. So get a guessing right now, and you can send those guesses over to gizwizbiz@aol.com. Don't forget to send in your videos at mail@gizwiz.tv for the Gadget Warehouse. Don't forget that. And then also, Dick, I'll throw it to you. Don't forget one more thing.
The meetup.
Woohoo!
In New York City, October 11th, a Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. Chad will be there in person. I will be there in person. Dozens of people from the chat room will be there in person. It is at the Boat Basin Cafe, a beautiful spot overlooking the Hudson River. Steps from my little Disneyland boat. And we play games, and we have lots and lots of prizes. A lot of the stuff that we bought for the show, we give away. We give away Mad magazines, 35-year-old Alfred E. Newman picks. We play match game. So I hope you can make it. And just so that we can tell them how much space to set aside for us, if you're coming, if you could just shoot an email to the same address that you send everything else, gizwizbiz@aol.com. And just put meetup in the subject line if you're coming by yourself, or meetup plus 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want. And that way we just have a vague idea that, you know, we have 30 people, 40 people, whatever. That would be super. Perfect. And it'll be a lot of fun. And you know what? Next Thursday, Chad, is October 1st. Gosh. As we record this. So the meetup is like 2.5, 3 weeks away.
That's crazy. That's
crazy time. Crazy time.
Tickets.
Yes. You better do it.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. And that about wraps it up for this episode of the Giz Wiz. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.